Hey everybody, Zero here, and I'm here with a surprise unboxing today. So I didn't actually know I was going to be getting this today. I had actually kind of decided that I wasn't going to be getting a Switch OLED because I didn't really need one. I have a version 2.0 Switch, and I did have one of these pre-ordered at GameStop because I wasn't sure if I wanted one or not, but I ended up canceling my pre-order or just not really picking it up because I didn't really want to pay the 370 something dollars it would have come out to with tax. I figured if I ever did get one, I'd get it from Target because I could use my discount and I'd save a lot of money, which is what I ended up doing. So these were sold out on launch day, which was like a week or two ago. We only got like 3 in, and they were gone right away. But then I came in today, and we got like 2 boxes full of them. And nobody really seemed to know that we had them, so they kind of like sat there for most of the day. Um, I mean, this isn't in as high demand as like PS5s or anything like that to begin with. So I grabbed one on my first break and ended up saving $50 total. So really, I only paid as much as the cost of a normal Switch. So if I do decide to keep this one, I can sell my old Switch for close to 300 bucks, and then I will basically be breaking even. I know a lot of people have raised like the debate on like, oh, should you bother upgrading to the OLED if you already have a Switch? Um, and they say like, don't do it if you have to pay, a big difference in money. But for me, it's pretty much a wash. Um, so here's the box. Surprisingly, it is smaller. I mean, I don't know how to, measure the dimensions or whatever to be exact, but it seems like it's smaller. I know it's obviously taller than the regular Switch box, but it's like way, way shorter as far as lengthwise. So to give you an idea, um, so here's the regular Switch box, and like yeah, this is like a little bit taller, like by an inch, but I feel like the amount of length that this has over this one is like way more than just the inch that it's losing up here. Um, so they must have done some fancy packaging in there and used the space a lot more, wisely. But like all Nintendo systems, it does not have any stickers on it or anything to keep it sealed. So you got your advertisements on the back, and you got your little pull tab here. So we're gonna see how. I'm trying to remember what the original Switch was like when you opened the box. I think you had like the screen, and then like the Joy-Cons like on the side of it, like on both sides, like the left Joy-Con on the left and the right Joy-Con on the right. And then everything else was like underneath, so like the dock and the grip and all that kind of stuff and the cables. So with this one, it looks like you get the screen, and then above it you have the Joy-Cons, which I can see how that would save a little bit of space because you don't have the Joy-Cons on the side anymore. But I still feel like it's way more condensed. Like there's a lot less cardboard being wasted. You got your white Joy-Cons here, which, funny story, this is not like new or special to me at all because I already had white Joy-Cons on my Switch because I ordered custom ones like 2 years ago. So that's not really a new feature for me. So you got your Switch OLED in here, which I've heard feels different. Like it's heavier, and the kickstand feels like metal, and it just feels like more solid and all that good stuff. So I guess we're about to find out whether that's true. Oh yeah, that feels way different. I definitely see what people are talking about now. It feels thicker. Um, but that might also be my imagination. It might just be that the feel of the kickstand is very different. So instead of the regular little flimsy kickstand, you have like this. Oh, that is so cool. Okay, yeah, they weren't kidding when they said you can put it at like any angle that you want. It's very like hard to move it, so like it stays. And it's got this kind of like graphite texture to it. But yeah, it is a little bit colder and a little bit harder than the rest of the system. So, but the system does feel a little bit thicker, and heavier. But that might just be the materials. So, and then underneath here, the way that this is laid out is definitely also saving on the cardboard. You basically hardly have any in here at all. You just got your cords, your dock, your other cords, and then under here is probably the Joy-Con grip. Yep. So the dock is different, which is kind of cool. I do like this redesigned dock. So I chose the white system, so I get the white dock, which that part will be new for me, because I did have white Joy-Cons, but now I have a white dock. Closest I ever had to a white dock before was the Animal Crossing Special Edition. That had kind of like a white-ish dock with the painting of the Tom Nook and Timmy and Tommy, like on the island. Alright. So yeah, you got your little etching of your Nintendo Switch logo on there. You got your new glossy finish black on the inside there. You got your back piece, which I still think it's super weird that this whole thing just comes off. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't really like that. I mean, once I have the cables plugged in here, I'm never really gonna like take it off, but it still just feels weird. At least it doesn't feel flimsy. Like it goes back on pretty easily, and then it feels pretty snug. But I don't know. It just says Nintendo on the back. I think that like weird circle cut in the corner is kind of weird too. But yeah, then there's literally nothing else in there. You're hitting the bottom of the cardboard once you get down there. So this is a little bit taller in height compared to the other box, but not by much. So it's just amazing that they were able to cram all this stuff in there. So I'll put this back in there with the Joy-Cons and the... Yeah, I can't get over how like cold and heavy the OLED feels. I can already tell that like there's less bezel on it, and that the screen is bigger even with it being off, because you can kind of see it like in the camera. So I'm excited to see what that looks like. I'm not actually going to turn it on and do a comparison in the video, because you can't see an OLED screen if you're watching on a device that's not an OLED screen. Like, it's like watching a 4K video on like an old, ancient phone that only displays in 480p. Like, it doesn't work. But yeah, once the Joy-Cons are attached, apparently like the system is a little bit bigger, like longer width-wise than the original system, but only by a couple millimeters. So some of the accessories do not work and fit apparently, but I don't use any accessories, so not a problem for me. So I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to keep this because I don't really need to upgrade. But I do like the new kickstand and the white dock, so I will consider it, but only if I can turn around and sell my original Switch. Well, not original, because I had the launch model, but this is the version 2.0. If I can turn around and sell this for close to like $300, then I'll pretty much not be paying, anything for the new Switch. So that's the only way I'd probably keep it. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. Like I said, the Joy-Cons are the same. They haven't been changed or redesigned or anything. You can use old Joy-Cons with the new Switch and vice versa. Same thing with the dock. But that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions about the OLED model, just drop a comment below and I will do my best to get back to you with an answer if it's something that I can answer. I'm going to be playing around with this for the next few days, so yeah, any questions, let me know, and until next time, I will see you guys later.